season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. The Ducks' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he'll just take a knee and this drive will start at the 25. So Boise State's offense has the ball first today. This place is roaring and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. So Oregon's offense will go to work for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways and
breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Send the tight end in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's take just a minute and talk about Boise State. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup. Regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference of college football, you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position. You hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Rides the back on the option to give.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You could see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Casper. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, power run here. He's piled up 65 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Pulls it in. It's Haas. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run, and these tight ends are so valuable.
Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Off play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 40. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll operate out of split backs. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Moore to the air, using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. He now has 72 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've got a first down here to open the period. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Haas. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
To the air on second down. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Back to throw, it's Madsen. With the catch, it's Haynes. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Got it in the middle, it's Terry. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The RPO fired complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll move the tight end. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. The Broncos will punt this one away. He's got it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kid who is so important to this team.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's
trying to get behind the defense. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys.
Oh, he's got some space. Give him 96 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys on the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
So now it's second and long. Moore will throw. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Lets it fly. Touchdown Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity where they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up. This thing might be over, so absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Broncos will snap it on first and 10. Gets the back moving. Scanning the field, it's Madsen. He's got him in the flat. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, second and 6. They get to the line quickly. Going to swing it on second down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he makes the catch. The Broncos decide to punt it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Moore to the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Brings it down on the right side. Touchdown, Oregon! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to. Scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw time running short in the half. He's got it down the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two. Now on first down from the 43. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. And wait, it's just second down, and the field goal kicker's out. And the Broncos will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much. They'll try to build on this lead. Finding open areas. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Moore will throw. He's got an open man. And he's dragged down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's high. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. He's had a day, 103 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's caught. Touchdown, Ducks! space. The band might as well start playing. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Rushes on him. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
Well, it hasn't always been that easy for the quarterback. He's been sacked a few times early on, and I don't know if he was expecting to have that much time from the pocket, surveying the field. His feet just never seemed to get settled, and I think that's what forced the inaccurate throw and incompletion.
He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Leaves it with the back. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Single back formation, and they give it to it.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Inside the 45. Turning it on! Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets them get on the edge really, really quickly.
Max going for the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they've been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Off the play fake on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Jukes his way for more. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Give to the running back. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Back to pass, it's Madsen. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Broncos look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Terry. There he goes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Haynes. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Looking left. He's got it. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. From the red zone, it's Haynes. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice.
Touchdown Broncos! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped it. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Might be changing the route. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. Gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week one sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They punt it away on fourth down. Wants to return it. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Out of the gun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
They booted away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well give it to him again. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Back to pass, it's Nelson. Finds his tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Broncos will punt it away on fourth down. gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Couldn't quite haul it in. Most had their first pick here late in the game. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental.
Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. 22 water. 22. Gives it on the option. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30. The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Throwing right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
The ricochet off the left, upright, and through. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect them. Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And, man, that's frustrating for an offense. You got a little something going. You had a little bit of momentum, but they've got to do a better job of protecting their guy, keeping him upright, letting him go make some plays for this offense.